Hello and welcome back to Primary Teaching with Dom. Nearly forgot my friend, say hello. So, this video that I'm coming to you with is rumours. I should say about 5 rumours or so that I'm going to debunk today. 5 rumours that people who are not in the teacher profession or out there think teachers are or do, and we're like, no, we don't. Or that doesn't happen. So let's get on to this video. I think that the number one is that we get all this holiday off and we're like, woo, that's all we do. And yes, the holidays are lovely, one. Now during this, yes, we do get more holiday than other professions, which is true. However, in that holiday, we are still doing work. So I have half term, I'm still going to be doing some work. I am taking more days off this term than I have done previously. However, although we get the 6 weeks, we get the week and the 2 weeks here and there, we're still doing work during that time. Some of us are still going to school. Some of us are still planning. We're still monitoring. We're still assessing and planning and parents even and all those things we're still doing. So we don't actually get that a big holiday that people who are not in teacher profession think we get. During that time, we need it. As I was told that we never have a full month. I remember saying in my previous video, we never get really a full month, but we're always the most tired because we're always doing, and isn't that correct? We are always doing a lot during that time. We're taking books home. If we're not taking books home, we're still planning. We're still thinking, oh, I've got to do this when I come back, or I might need to go pop into school during the holiday to fix this and fix that. So we never really get all that holiday everyone thinks we get. We don't get that luxury, to be precise. Maybe in the summer holidays where we try our best to, but we're still coming in to do displays. We're coming in to fix a classroom. Some of us might be moving years, so we have to move to a different classroom and get all that set up. Because who else is going to set up the classroom if we don't? You know? Number 2 is that we go in when the children come in at whether it's 8:30 or 9 and we leave at 3 o'clock and that's it. Wouldn't that be lovely, wouldn't it? No, that doesn't happen. We come in early. Some of us come in earlier than others. I tend to come in at about between 7 and 7:15 I come in. But other people may come in a bit later, like 7:40. And we don't leave until, some people don't leave until 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6. Because there's things to do. If it's not a meeting, we might have an after-school club that we might need to do. If it's not after-school club, we might have moderation somewhere. We've got marking to do, we've got printing to do, we've got to make sure that the classroom looks neat. Well, my classroom's never that neat, but I'm getting back to it. I've been told I've been improving, so because I'm using, this angle, I don't even know where the angle is. Because I'm using a different memory card, they run out of memory. So I have no idea where I left off. But if I was talking about money, yeah, we don't get the bucket loads of money. We don't get the Ferraris or the Lamborghinis or the private jets living in Beverly Hills. No, we don't get that. But it's a respectable amount. It's a good amount, especially for me. So yes. Second one is that it's a fourth one. We don't do enough for the children. Now, people outside, and I always, like when I read it on, one of the good ones when I read was about, it was a snow day, and some schools said not to come in, and some schools said you can come in because it wasn't so bad. And I was reading on like Daily Mail, obviously, you know, people who have great opinions. I was reading it and people were blaming teachers. How dare they? You know, they're like, they don't get enough. They don't get enough holiday. How dare they? You know, and they tell children and they tell us blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, I was like, what? You know, there's safety precautions involved. You know, schools can't just say come in when there's snow and something happens, because it could be, you know, then the parents will be complaining about it. I'm not saying it, you know, everyone has their right to say what they need to say, but I really do think that some people don't understand how much teachers work, how much we actually do. We do a lot. We care for your children so much. We're putting in all that effort in holidays and staying to 6, 5:30, 6:30 at sometimes to do that for you. We're working hard. We're putting things in place for your child. So I do think sometimes it's often not respected enough, the teacher profession as in general is not respected as much as it should be. Not that I've personally been a victim of people saying anything like that to me. All the parents kind of really nice to me and all that. But when I read certain things and people are just blaming teachers, oh, they don't do enough anyway, all they do is come in. I'm like, what? Yeah, all they do is come in, leave, they don't care about anything. I was like, what? Where did that come from? You know, where did that come from? That's crazy to me. The things people say about teaching, it's crazy. Because that's not the way. If they really were able to come to the classroom and see the dedication, hard work we put in, that the senior leaders put in, the head teacher puts into getting your children the best education possible, making sure provisions are there for them, then they would know that we work really hard. We don't just take this job for a joke. We are exhausted out here. We don't take this for a joke, you know. We take it seriously. And we really do. So that idea, that myth that our teachers don't do enough, crazy. We do a lot. And the very, very last one is people saying that teaching is easy. Teaching is not easy at all. It's easy in terms of we love children so much that we want to give them the best education, and we come into a great environment and it's always fun and lively, and you get help from people who want to see you succeed. Especially, you know, they want to see you succeed and they want to see that. But teaching is not easy. It's not a slapdash job. It's not that you go in, you sit down and you come out. Like, it's not that. It's not, you don't go in, give them some resources, you know, say you sit down for a couple of minutes to have your nice hour lunch break and then finish school. It's not like that. Teaching is hard. Teaching is fun. Teaching is difficult at points. Teaching is amazing. Teaching is loads of different things. There's some days where you feel exhausted and just be like, I can't anymore. Like, literally, let me go home. And there's some days you're like, oh my goodness me, I love this. I always love teaching. There are some days I'm more down than others because, you know, that's just how teaching life works, and it could be you're sick and everything like that. But teaching's not as easy as everyone thinks. People think teachers get an easy ride. I always say to people, and I've had someone say that to me, and I said, if you really think that, come into the classroom and teach for a day. Do everything we do in a day. And you see, it's exhausting. Man like me, I do 16,000 steps a day. And that's normal. Normal people say I've done 3,000. I said I've done 16,000, yeah? And that's in 6 hours. So it's not easy. It's not the most difficult. It's difficult in terms of that you want to give everyone the best opportunity possible to learn. And obviously you have, because they're children, there's different difficulties. There's, you know, children that might have this and you got to look after this, and they might be having a bad day and then they're crying and you got to be like, ah! But it's fun. I love teaching. That's why I put every effort in possible to get myself better. But whoever says that teaching's easy, I'm not a teacher. But yes, those are the 5 kind of myths, and there's plenty more probably. But those are the main ones that I've seen around. And yeah, if you have any more, just comment them down below. Why not? Let's have a discussion. But thank you for watching and subscribing. I didn't really do this in my last video per se, but I am going to do it now. So please do look at this previous video here. And I do have you have a great day. I'll have one myself. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye.